Hello and good morning, everyone. This is Unique Nails by Rubia, and I am going to be doing a jelly stamping tutorial. Um, I had quite a few requests to do this after I posted my video yesterday on my social media platforms, and I figured I would give it a second try. Um, I am going to be using a couple of different things so that you guys can really see the design. I'm afraid that the camera may not um, do it justice, so I'm gonna do this a couple of different ways. I chose three colors, and I did not put top coat. I just put two layers of gel polish on each nail. And I already know what design I want. I want this one right here. It's kind of, to me, it looks like it's shaped like a wine glass and it's got all these little flowers and stuff on it. So we're going to test that one out. I have two different stampers. This is the one that I use the most. Um, I've had this one sitting around and I haven't used it. It's not as soft as this one, but we're going to give them both a try and see. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my favorite color, purple. Okay, so got this already and I got this already. I'm going to use a white on here, but I'm also going to use a chrome powder to give it a little bit of shimmer. So I'm gonna use this one. It's got a little bit of a purplish shimmer to it, so we're gonna see how this comes out. Now I'm gonna use this one. Hold on, I forgot my little. Okay, I don't know what other color is on there. It really doesn't make a difference because it does still have a nice shimmer to it. So I'm gonna turn this over and hopefully it will not spill out all over the place. There we go. Nobody breathe because this stuff will go everywhere. So I'm just gonna take this and I'm going to coat my stamper with it. Make sure that you get it all covered. Make sure that you got a really nice amount on there so that you can get that shimmer. And this is so easy to do. When I first started stamping, I did not know what I was supposed to do with this stuff. And I mean, I did some really bad mistakes. So we're trying this again after several years. Okay, so I've got my stamper all set up. Now, the only problem with this is you have to move kind of quickly because if you don't, it will dry before you get it on the nail. And for some reason, um, that's a no-no. Okay, so I'm gonna use my white stamping polish. I have never used this with anything else. I haven't used it with gel polish. I don't know if it will work or not. I'm gonna do some experimentation and I will definitely let you guys know what I come up with. So I know I want this design right here. And what I'm gonna do to make it easy on myself, I'm just going to cover the entire thing. Now, some people don't cover it all, they just take it and put a glob on the top and slide it down. I found that that doesn't work for me, so I just cover the whole thing. I'm not worried about anything else on here because you can clean it off. I'm going to take my scraper and I'm going to go over the entire thing once and then I go over it again. Going to take my jelly stamper and I'm going to kind of roll it on there. Look at that. Now we're going to put this on the nail. Make sure you position it exactly the way you want it and just roll it on. Look at it. It came out a little crooked, but I really don't care because I got everything I wanted. Now, if you have edges on here that you want to try to get something on there, you can just do like that. And it goes right on there. No issue, no fuss, no nothing. This kind of almost works like foil. You're using the stamper, you put it on there, and you got to make sure that the glue is right. You got to make sure that it's positioned right and everything. And this will air dry, but look at that. And it's got a nice little shimmer to it. So I really like that. I think the best way to work with this stuff is to use the chrome powder because I think the chrome powder kind of helps it to, I don't know, to get on there the right way. So we've done that one. I was actually trying to find my tape. That is how you clean these off. I've seen a lot of people wipe them with all kinds of stuff, and that is a no-no. You don't wipe it with acetone. Don't wipe it with alcohol. Don't do that. I learned the hard way, and I was doing that for a while, and my stamper kind of deteriorated and fell apart. Okay, found my glue. I apologize if my camera is moving. So all you do is you take a piece of tape. I kind of just do like a little circle thing so that I can put it on the end of my finger. And you're just gonna make sure that you can get your stamper clean. You probably have to use a few pieces, especially if you've got some chrome on there. Doesn't really matter, but tape usually takes it all off. There it goes. So it doesn't really matter. I don't use anything else but tape. If you guys have a little secret out there that you want to tell me about that will also work in case you don't have tape, I would love to hear about it. Okay, so we've got our thing clean. Now we're going to try it another way. Now I'm going to let's do the white. Let's do the white. Okay, and we're going to test this one out. So again, I'm just going to take a piece of tape. I haven't used this in a while. And it does look like it has like little glitters and maybe some dust on there. Oops. So I'm just gonna clean this off real quick to make sure that it's very, very clean for the stamper. Okay. So now I'm gonna try something else. I think I'm gonna try this one right here. Now we could do it the same way. We could try this with the shimmer. Let's try it with the shimmer. Since this is black, I think a little bit of shimmer is going to show up on here really, really good. So I'm going to take another color and I think let's try a little silver. Now, like I say, you don't have to do these with um the chrome powder, but I just think they look so much better. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm excited to use this one. Let me get my little friend over here. Let's see how this one looks. Oh my God, I think it's magnetic. Look at that. Oh my God. Okay. I don't know what I just got myself into, guys, but I'm very excited. I feel like this is it looks magnetic. It may be just static, but I've never seen chrome powder do that before. That was weird. Okay, so I want to make sure that this really pops. So I'm gonna put a generous amount on top of here, and that looks really good. I'm gonna close this up before I blow it all over the table. But that was very strange. I've never seen it do that before. Okay, so we know what our design is, so let's get our stuff on there. We're gonna use this one. And again, I'm just gonna go into my comfort zone and I'm gonna cover this whole thing. I don't want to leave anything out, and I'm afraid that if I don't cover the entire thing, that I'm not gonna get the whole design. And we're gonna use my trusty little friend. I always do it twice, and I think I messed up. That was too thick, so I'm just gonna use this side again. I think I may have, and this is where you run into the problem, guys. This is where you run into the problem. Sometimes this will happen. I'm gonna just do it and see what happens. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna, it's on there, but I don't like it. So then I'm gonna put it on here. No. See, so this stamp is a no-no. I'm not gonna use this ever again, although it did put what I wanted on there. See, and like I said, you can kind of fill it in if you want. My nail's falling off. But I don't like that one, so we're not gonna use this one. Um, I don't like that one. So what you do is when you make a mistake like that, we're just gonna throw that one away. We're gonna clean this off and we're gonna start over. Because I really want to see if this is gonna come out the way I wanted it to. I don't know if this method will work on the nail. Let's see. No. Wonderful. You never know until you try. I'm going to get my lint-free wipe and we're gonna clean that off and do that again. And see, that's what I said. Everything is trial and error because you don't know how it's going to come out. And this is why a lot of us make these tutorials so that you guys can see how things are done and the mistakes that we can all make. So it comes off pretty good though. Comes off pretty good. So I'm not worried about um, repainting the nail. Yay! Okay. I'm glad that worked. Okay. So let's try this with the other one the way we were doing it. Oh, also we gotta clean our little friend, our thing here. It gets to be a little dirty. Um, I also clean my templates with uh, acetone or alcohol. I'm having a hard time here. Okay, so we're gonna go back to doing the white and we're gonna do it with the silver. I usually tap it on the top to make sure that um, it's all centered in the middle because you don't want it to spill. So now we're going to take it and we're going to fill this up. This is so pretty. I really like this. This seems to be like it may have a glass effect. So we're going to try this chrome on a nail when I do my next tutorial and see. Because that really does. That looks really pretty. So I think I'm going to end up working with that again. Okay, so now we're going to I'm going to take a different plate and do a different design. I'm going to do this one here. I really like this one too. So this should be really pretty. So now I know my mistake from last time, so I'm not going to use as much. And I think I'm going to try it the other way, the way I saw some other people doing it, just to see what method works better. So I'm just going to scrape that. And it didn't all come out, and that's what I was afraid of. So I'm just going to take it and do a little more. There, and that finished it. So now I'm going to take my jelly stamper and kind of roll over it to make sure that everything is on there. And it did work. So now I'm going to take this and put it on the nail. I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. And it didn't cover it completely, and that's because of me. But I'm going to take that piece and put it on there. It wasn't long enough. The nail is too big, but you guys get the idea. It really works. It has like a silver tinge to it. So we're okay with that. We should have chosen something maybe a little longer, something a little bigger, but it did work. So let's go and do another. I really do have to work on my angle. Everything seems to come out crooked for me. Don't know why. Even when I put on a nail, I get one or two that come out crooked, and I really don't know why. So you're gonna make sure that you clean your jelly stamper each time you use it, so that you don't get a buildup of all kinds of stuff on there. Because after a while, they just don't work. I'm gonna clean my jelly stampers when I'm done. I know everybody's going, why doesn't she clean? I'll do it when I'm done. I just don't want this video to be longer than it has to. Okay, so we've used the purple tint and the silver tint. Let's do one without anything on it at all so that we can kind of test this out and see how it works without it. I've got all different kinds of colors here. I think I'm gonna try this color here. I prefer to shake them because I feel like they do separate after a while. These are not gel polish. This is not gel. So uh we have to shake it to keep it going. I really don't like any of these. I really don't like any of those. I have so many. I'm gonna try this one here on the end. And I'm gonna do what I did the last time. We're not gonna cover the entire thing. Although this one is much thinner. It's very hard to know what consistency you have to use. It's kind of hard. Now my little friend here is just all messed up, and I did not wipe it off, so it's gonna be dirty. That's okay. So we're gonna scrape And this time we were able to cover the entire thing, so that's good. Okay. So now I'm just going to take the jelly stamper and I'm going to roll it on. And there you go. The whole design came off. And then you're just going to take it and roll it onto the nail. You may have to pat it down a little bit just to make sure that everything is on there. And like I said, if it doesn't all go on, you can do it on the side. Goes right on. And that is because of the surface. The surface of the nail is still a little sticky. So that's going to give you um, that tackiness that you need in order to get your stamps to work. But that's how they work. So those are the three examples that I just did. You can do it any way you like, but I suggest don't put any top coat on. Just use your gel polish, 2 layers, put it in a lamp, and you can put just about anything you want on there. You can also use these kind of powders. I think I'm gonna do a couple with these. I'm gonna clean up all my templates and everything, and we're gonna do a couple of these videos just to show you guys different ways that you can do it. But I hope that my tutorial helped you guys to see the fun things that you can actually do with these. I'm going to be doing a style here in a minute. I'm going to be using my Kiara Sky uh, dip powder. This one is called Pixie Dust. And I'm going to try to find a really nice template to use so that I can put a pretty design on it. And I think I'm going to do a video on that as well so that you guys can see some of the things that I do with them. But I'm so happy I was able to do this tutorial. I hope it helped. And thank you for watching Unique Nails by Rubia. Stay unique.